And welcome again to the second session of this February 5th High Vibe Channeling session. This one features Yvonne Buonamici, who brings in her higher self called Eve. And Eve has been with us a couple of times before, and we have all enjoyed her visits and energy. And she started with automatic writing, has been channeling for over 20 years, and has been, I wouldn't say rather recent, but she's been doing the videos for about 4 years or so. And you can find her on her Facebook page, Eve Speaks, or Eve Speak, I should say. And we appreciate her coming back one more time to thrill us. And we will let her explain more about what she is going to do and Eve is going to do and any other information that she would like to tell us about. Thank you, Yvonne.
Oh, thank you for having me. I don't really know. Eve has not told me much about what she's going to talk about tonight, so it's going to be as much a surprise to me as to you. She said possibly dreams, possibly time. I don't know. Uh, I would like to, okay, it just went out of my head. I get a little foggy right before she comes in. Um, well, I guess it's not important. The first thing she has asked me, though, is to ask all of you if you were here the last time that Eve spoke, if you have additional questions that maybe didn't get answered, or you have had experiences that you would like explained, that would be the first thing she would want to cover. So if you do have that, speak up. She's okay, she's waiting. She's coming here in a moment. Yes, good evening to you all. If you have questions or have comments or experiences you would like to share based on the last time we were here, please do so now. No, good. Then we will continue. We would like to explore a little bit more the concept of simultaneous time. There seem to be many who have difficulty with this, and we would like to suggest to you that you take a look at your body as a way to perhaps get you to begin to understand what simultaneous time means and the vastness of what is happening in the now. When you look at your body, for example, you find that it is you are more than just your mind, and you know this, that at any given moment there are so many processes happening in your body at the same time. You have your various systems, your breathing, your blood. Within the blood, there are cells doing things, white blood cells, cells that are killing things inside your body, things that are healing inside your body, your hearing, your breathing, your sight. All of this is simultaneous, and you do not need to direct most of it. It happens by itself. At the same time, you are taking in information from thousands of sources, yes? And all of this is happening at once. Now, this can be mm, uh, compared to a small degree to simultaneous time. You experience not only on your current physical level. But as we have explained in the past, and as many have explained to you, you are experiencing on many, 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 many different levels. Yes. So while you are going about with all of these things happening simultaneously in your body and all of your perceptions, you're also blinking, which we spoke about last time. You're blinking in and out into many different consciousnesses, many different yous. And these are also simultaneous, and they are also taking in information. Additionally, you are doing things on an energetic level. For example, as we have spoken of before, only a portion of you, only a small portion of you is actually manifesting in the physical. The rest of you at the same time, simultaneously, is doing other things. It's doing things energetically, such as is happening right now with ourselves speaking through this one. You may be helping others to cross over. You may be doing other types of energetic work, other portions of yourself that are non-physical. So we are hoping that this will help you a little bit. Now, as to the essence of time in and of itself, we wish you to understand the malleability of time, and for you to understand that there is not there is not a time outside of yourself, outside of your perceptions. Yes, uh, time, like space and other things that we have talked about, is a made up concept. You can experience time in a variety of ways, and you do. You see, the time that you say this is a second, this is a minute, this is an hour, that did not used to be the case if you look at your physical history. We are going to be doing a little bit of that, though normally we don't, to help to explain these things to you today. So it used to be in your past that different calendars were used. And in some cultures, time was not divided up at all, other than by saying, we will meet when the moon rises, or we will have a certain experience when the river flows. So things were more naturally discussed, and they were not broken up into these arbitrary seconds, minutes, whatever. And you understand just by the way that you count time right now, that it's experienced differently with the weather patterns, with the movement of the planets, etc., right? So there's that type of time, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds or minutes or hours that you have decided as a community to place upon yourself as a restriction. However, within that, you will, each of you experience time differently depending on what is going on. Now, some have called one form of experience psychological time. So, for example, if you're enjoying something, time may appear to go very fast. Well, it is going very fast. It's not just that it appears to you, because you are creating it. You see, you create time just as you create your own reality. You create your body, you create your experiences. You also create time. So your perceptions of time are, mm, to you, we would say they are real. If you are saying, oh, I've been standing in this line forever and ever, and this is so long, yes, it is. You have stretched time, you have expanded it. Time is also malleable to other life forms. We will say, for example, when aliens, most of them, visit you, they do so by warping or blending or moving time and space. So it takes perhaps one race, no, virtually no time at all in your terms, to come from a planet very, very far away to you, to your atmosphere, because they are bending space, they're bending it and moving it into your time frame. So this is another way of experiencing time. This leads us to speaking about dreaming. Uh, when you dream, you are, again, this goes both to time and to experiencing how you experience time. and to what is happening simultaneously. When you are dreaming, you are not shutting out the rest of the world. Your dreams are affected. Some people will say, well, it's a process. You're processing through what has happened to you through the day. That is one thing that may or may not be happening. At the same time, your dreams and your body are being affected by what is around you. Let us say you fall asleep to music. That music will influence your dream. Let's say you fall asleep with the television on. What is happening on the television is still being absorbed by your consciousness and will affect your dreams and also your body. It will affect your body. So if you fall asleep to soothing music, this may help to heal your body or help to keep your body calm. If you fall asleep to the news, let's say, and there's wars and all this stuff going on the news, this may influence your body to become ill, or it may influence you to and not have a very peaceful sleep. But it is still going to affect you, even though you have shifted your consciousness to a dream state. That does not mean that you are unaware of everything else that is going on around you. Now, when you are dreaming, your scientists have called this REM sleep. And we will say to you that this is a tiny, 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 tiny portion of the hours that you are sleeping. You see, most of your sleep is not anything that you remember. Yes, because it is so energetically uh, a part of you that you don't remember it when you awake. You don't have a way to um, speak in words what is going on in the part of your sleep that is not REM sleep, you see. Now, let us stop here for just a moment and see if there are any questions.
Arthur?
Thank you so much for this beautiful synchronicity. Just today, I was guided to write down positive affirmations, record them so that I can play them to myself when I'm sleeping. So I'm very grateful for this beautiful synchronicity. I resonate very strongly with what you're sharing here.
Very good, very good. Now, we will say also, and that you can see the flexibility of time and space uh, in the portions of the dreams that you remember, because most dreams are not sequential. They are not the way that you experience your day-to-day life. You may float from one place to another, from one age to another, from one time to another when you are dreaming, you see. Although we will say that the portions of your dreams that you recall when you awake is again not the full experience, because it is very difficult, almost impossible to fully translate your dreams into words. Even if you awaken in the middle of a dream and begin to write it down, you see, you will probably not get all of it. Now, also, in terms of dreaming, you will find, and many people have discussed this, that and put labels upon your dreams, that they are different. They may be what you call lucid dreaming. They may be visitations from others in your dreams. They may be sending you messages. They may be symbolic. Uh, all dreams, even if you have visitors within those dreams, are pretty much symbolic. And it is to you to define what these symbols are. And they will change just as you change. And as life, all of consciousness is in a continual state of change. So your symbols will change in your dreams. But if you become aware of what they are, it will help you in dream interpretation. And one symbol may have many different meanings. This one used to keep a dream notebook where she would write down such things. And you don't have to do that, but if you wish, it can be helpful to say, for example, you dream of planting a garden. That could be symbolic to you of nourishment or of growth or of literally that you should be planting a garden. You see, so it could be any of these things, and this will be true of almost all of your symbols. Additionally, if you pay attention, you will find that you have created in your dreams areas that you will revisit. For example, perhaps a house of a particular type that you visit regularly in your dreams. And this will usually be what you would consider a safe place. If you are having some type of difficulty in your day to day, then when you sleep, you may find this house or whatever it is that you have created to be popping up more often in your dreams because it is a place where it is safe, where you can ruminate, where you can consider what is going on in your life, you see. Then you have visitations. Now, there are those who say that everything in someone's dream is themselves, that everything that you dream has is you, every building, every person, every this we do not agree with. We say you will have some dreams like this, but certainly when you have visitors in your dreams, in most cases they are visitors. They may be from an alien species. They may be from another self. They may be someone who has departed and finds entering your dream state to be the easiest way to connect with you emotionally. Yes. So there is not simply one type of dream that we can say to you, oh, when you dream, it's this, that, or the other. No, there are many, many, many different types of dreams, just as there are many yous. We'll pause for a moment. This one wants to drink something. And if you have questions at this point, please let us know.
Yes, when you're ready, this is a very interesting subject, and you have gone into great depth on it. So I would imagine there are several questions. I know I have several myself. Regarding individuals, do there do any of the symbols stay consistent from on an individual basis? I know some people have said that when you see buildings that represent yourself or your body, as one example.
Well, we would say that there may be some symbols that could be considered global, only because all of humanity is connected, and especially in these days with improved communication, such as the internet, the television, the newspapers, there may be some symbols that everyone will consider to represent a certain thing. However, on an individual basis, your symbols will change. However, they may not change drastically, and depending on each individual, you can choose to have a symbol recur and be have the same meaning to you each time it occurs. As we had said before, for example, let us say you create in your dreams a town, and in this town there is a house, And every time you dream of this town, you dream of this house and you go to this house, and then this house represents a safe place for you. Uh, the opposite could be true if you are having nightmares, or you're very, very agitated. And as you go into a dream, you are in an agitated state. Then you might create something, a symbol that makes you even more nervous, to force yourself to confront it. You see, it would not be, oh, I go to sleep and have nightmares because I like having nightmares. It would be a way to tell yourself that here is something you need to confront, you need to look at, you need to work through. You see?
Yes, that's very good advice. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And I know that I have personally had dreams where they may occur, and there might be a month or 2 months or 3 or 4 years in between them. And they keep coming back in the same form. And I've also had many dreams where I might have 8 dreams consecutively that are all the same thing with minor variations, like I was shopping to see which one fit the reality I wanted to experience.
Yes. And we will say again, time is not linear. So, although you are experiencing a particular dream or type of dream months or years apart, they are connected. Notice that this goes back to what mm, Arthur was talking about, synchronicity. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, so that is a message to yourself to consider how you are experiencing these, why you are experiencing them, what you're talking to yourself in your dreams, you see, and what is the message of these dreams that you're having so many years, that you're perceiving as having so many years apart. Uh, Additionally, when you have one moment, this one's beast is disturbing us. When you have dreams that are uh, consecutive for many nights in a row or whatever, again, this is a huge symbol, a huge message that you're telling yourself the same thing over and over and over again, means you haven't resolved it yet. You see, you still have much work to do, or much to play with, because if you resolve it, you won't have the dreams anymore, you see?
Yes, and I appreciate that because I'm not really interested in decoding my dreams, but like if I dream about the same person a couple times in a week, then I reach out to them. And that has worked out well for me because they are almost always going through a significant change in their life. And, that it just comes in handy. It's like an intuition nudge, only I'm obviously not in the conscious state at that time.
Yes. Well, we would add, if you feel like this person is going through something, and that is why you are dreaming of them over and over again, uh, this also means that you are going through something. You see, uh, we communicate with each other all of the time, as we have spoken of before, that all consciousness is in communication with all other consciousness. So you do not perceive anything that does not have some direct effect on you, or is a message for you. So we would suggest that as you are receiving this same person in your dream over and over and over again, that you take a look at what is happening with them, and not only um, what you may be able to do for them, but what message they are giving you, because the communication goes both ways. Do you see?
Oh, absolutely. And almost every time it's the message that they have for me, which I find very relevant and which really resonates with me during those encounters.
Yes, very good.
And I do have another question, not on dreams, but on space-time coordinates that extraterrestrials use to hone in on a particular time and an event. Since all time is laying out there and they can pick and choose like we would in a deck of cards, picking out which card we want to play. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
Well, let us first say this, that we once did a full channeling on aliens. And when this one tried to retrieve it, it was gone. It was disappeared. So this was a message to us that this is not an area this one is particularly comfortable discussing. But we will say that, again, there is no space, there is no space-time. So these coordinates are created by you and by these aliens to serve their purposes, which may be more instant communication, a particular area of the Earth or the galaxy or the universe that they wish to explore, you see. But it is not written in stone, so to speak. We go back to the concept of there being so many realities, all existing at once, so many histories, all existing at one time. There are histories that humans do not even appear in. You see, there were Earths that did not have humans on it. There were Earths that became different, that were shaped differently than the Earth that you are currently looking at and saying, oh, this is an oval or whatever. There were other shapes of Earths. There were Earths created by aliens. There are Earths that contain alien life in specific places, and there are Earths that already, although again, this is not a term we like, but that already have made contact and are living peacefully for the most part with humans. And there are Earths that are only aliens, where humankind has moved on, has gone away. So these intersections that you're speaking about will pertain to uh, different historical times and to different realities. We fear this may confuse more than help you, but this is our answer.
No, that was very enlightening and very detailed, and I appreciate all of the depth that you've had on there. I know I had one of the entities which I channel, and they said, you can't keep us waiting because waiting only exists where you are unfolding time.
Exactly. Yes, very good.
Okay, Heidi?
That was a great segue into my question. Um, First of all, thank you, Eve, for this opportunity to um, talk with you. And you were mentioning an example of standing in line and how when we're standing in line and waiting, we're extending time. I forgot the exact word you used, but we're slowing time down.
Yes, stretching it.
Stretching it, thank you. And so of course, I'm imagining myself at the DMV where time is stretched for hours sometimes.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering if, let's say we're in a situation like that, what is one way we can experiment with time to better understand how we're creating it?
Well, you can do this in a number of ways. First, we would say association. A lot of your creations, as you're creating your reality, uh, excuse us, are made through associations. Yes. So let us say you are in this line. Uh, what are some associations that are uh, positive or you would associate with speed? So, for example, you're at the DMV. Well, that is to do with traffic, right? Which has to do with motion, which has to do with speed. So you can imagine, for example, that the line you are in is a highway, and you can say to yourself, we are going to go from 30 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour and see if that moves you quicker. These types of experiments that you make with yourself can be very beneficial in your day to day and can very much change the way you are perceiving time. Does this help you?
Yeah, so would I imagine myself? I mean, I'm sure there's multiple ways I could use my imagination to do this, but would one way be that I'm imagining myself moving as if in a vehicle
Yes,
at 30 miles an hour and then just speeding up? Now I'm going extremely fast and maybe focusing on what's going past my, me, the window, my window, or
yes, you can do that. Another way it would be to think of times of joy in your life. When you are having a good time, as you might say, uh, time moves faster. Yes? Uh,
yes.
yes, definitely. So this is another way to put yourself, make the association of a joyous event. And
Mm,
this will make your time perception be faster.
thank you. That's fantastic. The next time I'm at the DMV, I'm going to experiment with this because that sounds so much more fun than just waiting for my number to
Yes.
come up.
Very good.
I
Very good.
love
We
that.
do
Thank
hope
you.
that some of these suggestions that we make, that you all will play with these. This is why we make them to assist you and hope that you will use them. And then at some point, perhaps let this one know how they've worked for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there more?
Christina?
Hello, Eve. Lovely to have you with us.
Thank you.
Um, I would like to go back to the subject of sleep.
Yes.
I've been ill the last few days, so I've slept a lot, but I still couldn't really remember anything. And I was wondering if you would be able to tap into and tell me what I was up to while my body was asleep here for so many hours. What else was I doing?
Well, first, of course, you were healing your body, which
Hmm.
needed the rest. Uh, Other than that, we would say to you once again that because you exist on so many levels at once, yes,
Yes.
so many different levels, you are creating so many realities at one time that for us to choose one is virtually impossible. You know, this is yourself to decide these things. We will say, however, one moment that in tapping into your energy, we will say that you continued in your sleep to be very busy, which is why, like just a nap would not have served you. Yes, you needed uh, much more because all of you here have many. hmm, we don't particularly like the term jobs, but you have a great deal of work that you do in other forms of your energetic personalities, your energetic forms. It is not simply that you are living in this physical reality and you blink into another physical reality and then you blink back to this one and then you blink to another one. But you see, these are just the physical ones, but you also have energetic selves that are performing some things that we cannot explain. There's no words or there's no physical activity that meshes with some of your energetic activities. But as we have said, some of them are things like helping others to cross over, speaking through a medium. These are just a few of them. Acting as a channel, and you need not channel the way that we do. You know, we have spoken of this before. There is painting, drawing, music, drama, imagination. There's so many different ways that your energetic self can express itself. So we would say that during this time period where you were sleeping, you were doing a lot of things, all at one time. And to choose one is virtually impossible. You would need to personally meditate upon this, ask your guides, try automatic writing, whatever, if you need to know what it was. But all of it is to help you. All of it is to help you grow, you see, and to learn and understand. Nothing that comes to you, no event that you experience, is an action that you have not agreed to. Uh, we know this is so difficult because there are so many things on the physical plane that you label, that humans label as bad or evil or painful or whatever terms you want to put on it. But all of it, and we stress this because it's so hard for humans to understand, all of it is something you have accepted and will aid you in your growth. We do not know if this helps you, dear, but this is our answer.
It does. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Artur, did you have another question?
No,
Okay.
but everything that was shared was literally brought back a memory of a dream that I had where an invention was shown to me, and I forgot about it when I woke up. But this conversation has brought this clearly back to me, so I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
you're most welcome.
Your hand was still up. That's why I asked. Heidi, go ahead, please.
So my question relates to sleep now. And I'm wondering, is it helpful to pray or intend for protection in our sleep, in our dream travels, um, while we're traveling or working in our sleep, to do so to be protected, and also to intend to be well rested. Sometimes I have woken up feeling like I've had a conversation the entire the entire 6 to 8 hours of my sleep.
Okay, yes, we will say a couple of things here. First of all, you understand that your dreams take up only a few seconds of those hours, yeah, in physical terms. As you are experiencing the dream, it may seem to be hours or days or minutes or whatever, but in your physical reality, your REM sleep is only seconds. It's not any length of time, really. That again goes to perception. You see, you are changing your perception of time when you are in REM sleep. Now, you can suggest before you go to sleep, as you're entering the sleep state, you can certainly make suggestions to yourself, such as, I would like this period of sleep to heal me. I would like this period of sleep to be extremely restful, or I would like to visit with relatives during this period of sleep. The next question, we have a question for you now, and that is protect you from what? What do you need protection from?
I wouldn't say that I could put my finger on it, but sometimes I've had a restless night and I don't know why. So I, or just, that I will be safe in my travels kind of a thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be protection from anyone trying to harm me, but I don't know what the dream realm is like. Is it all safe?
Yes, it is all safe. And
Are there cliffs I could fall off?
yes, there are. And if you fall off of a cliff in one of your dreams, that's a message you are sending to yourself. You see, you can interpret that. Oh, I'm falling off a cliff. What does that mean in my lifetime? Am I about to make such a drastic change that it will feel like I'm falling off a cliff? Or does this mean I should take a chance and not worry? Perhaps you're thinking of changing careers. Falling off a cliff might say, oh boy, I'm not sure I know whether I'm ready for this or not. It would be a message that you send to yourself. But you see, you are not ever not safe. Again, we understand that this can be difficult because in your physical reality, you have so many beliefs and you make so many judgments. This is good, this is bad, this is painful, this is whatever. But in reality, why are you here? Why are you physical in the first place? Another huge question that happens to be asked of us frequently. Well, you are here to add to the universe. You are here to create. You are here to experience physicality. And if you are going to experience physicality, wow, there's a lot to experience, isn't there? There's so much. And if you only want to grow a little bit, or you only have one particular area of physicality you wish to experience, then that's all you will experience. But there may be huge gaps that you wish to cover, if we can use that term. For example, we will say cruelty. All right, this is one that people cannot understand. Why is there cruelty? What is it? But you see, again, that's a judgment on your part to say that something is cruel, because in many other realities it isn't, in many other times, and it isn't. And if you are going to experience as much of physical reality as you can, then you have this huge mm, mm, we are searching for the word, but there is this huge, massive amount of reality, range you see from what you would consider to be terrible to what you would consider to be magnificent, tremendous, nirvana, yes? And if your purpose is to expand yourself to experience all of that, then you may have experiences that you consider or place judgments on as frightening. Oh, I need to protect myself from this because my ex is a terrible person and he wants to break into my house and hurt me, you see. So I must set up a shield of protection. Or you can say to yourself, I don't need that. I've experienced enough of that. All I want to experience in this particular lifetime is peace and love. There's so much available to you, you see. So we will say you don't need protection from anything other than what you may be creating to teach yourself whatever you want to teach yourself, or to have an experience that you've longed for, that you've not had yet, and you wish to have. You see?
I do. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bloodstone?
Greetings, my friends. I have a couple of questions. Trying to understand this multiple simultaneous life. Is there any that's prominent? Like in this dispensation, I'm thinking I'm prominent. And is the other me also thinking, hey, I'm prominent? Or
Yes,
is there such a thing or not?
yes. All of the other views are experiencing themselves as vital as you are experiencing yourself. Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And also, you may remember the alien agenda is my rabbit hole.
Yes,
And so we we talked about multiple Earths.
yes,
And the Native Americans, there was catastrophe on top, so they went in the Earth with some other type of being. As they're going in the Earth, as they are they going to another Earth? Or are they going inside this Earth I'm walking on right now? Or is it both?
yeah, you are finally getting it. Yes, it is both. We say this to the wise one because we have had many interactions with him. So we go over and over some things. Well, this is true of others as well. We do not pick on the wise one, but since he is here, we may as well speak about it. You see, yes, if you imagine it, you most likely create it. And so, since there is no time, since everything is simultaneous, then all of these things exist at once. And as we have said before, it is a matter of perception, which one you are going to feel like you are experiencing individually and selectively. But there's a you in each of these realities, you see, and they feel just as vital, just as they can pinch themselves and feel it the same as you can pinch yourself and feel it, you see, and you can choose, and you move in and out of these all of the time, and you can choose to experience them individually or more than one at a time. If you want to, you can experience it, and often in dreams or in journeys, shamanic journeys, this may happen where you can experience more than one of yourselves at one time. You see, and this is another way to prove to yourself that time is malleable. Yes,
Yes. So
very good.
final one, and having to do with time.
Yes,
And and I brought this up before, where in a certain program they go off planet, however they do that, for 20 years, and then come back and
yes.
regress back to where they were before. And so I'm still confused as to how that is accomplished if there's no time, right?
It is perception.
Correct.
Now, you know that when you are dreaming, when you begin to dream, what is happening is that you are shifting your focus just a little bit.
Hmm.
The same as when you talk to your crystal skulls, or when this one allows me to speak to her. What is required is a very small shift of focus. Yeah. Now, time is the same as we have been talking about stretching time and shortening time and creating time in different ways. This is what is happening. The person has shifted their experience of time to 20 years. All right, I'll focus whatever. And when they come back, they shift it again. all of your time experiences, and well, almost all of your creations, all of your experiences that you have are shifts of focus. It's where are you focused at? Uh, one moment. This is something we have also talked about in the past. We call what you are experiencing now your focused personality, yes? And you can shift that to a different focused personality, and you do really several times per second, to use a physical term of time, a second. You're doing this constantly because you're constantly creating. Again, as we have said, many of these types of things that you read about or someone tells you are true for them and may or may not be true for you. It depends on where you want to focus. Yes, yes. Okay, this one is reminding us of a gentleman she used to know who was in the military, was in military intelligence, and told her at that time that aliens would make themselves known to humanity in the year 1995. Well, that didn't happen, you see. Well, not to her, not to the general population of the earth, you see. It did, however, happen in other realities. This person eventually became very paranoid and frightened of the armed services that he was in. And so he moved way out in the country and they lost touch. So you see, his experience was very different than her experience, although they both had the same knowledge. They both had the same knowledge. They both thought they had the same timeline, which was 1995 was to be the big knowingness, the big reveal, you see. But it did not happen. We do not know if it happened for him. We do know it did not happen for her. So again, uh, it has to do with where you are focused and what you choose to believe and what you choose to create according to what you need to grow. Do you see? No, you don't get it.
I get it.
We will continue to tell you these things until we believe that you really get it. But you don't have to, that's your choice as well. You may sit there and say, "Oh, I'm so tired of this Eve telling me these things, and I just don't ever want to hear it again." And then if you choose that, you won't hear it again.
No, never gonna happen.
Is there more?
I'll leave it there for now.
Okay.
Anita?
Thank you, Eve, for this interaction. My question is, you talked about choosing what we experience. What practices do you recommend that will give us a better way of choosing what we prefer to experience?
Well, again, we would say this is very individual. And most of you already know. Okay, again, already is a term we do not like, but speaking in linear terms, when you decide to become physical, you already have a sort of agenda in mind, yeah? And this, of course, will change as you change. But you already have a general agenda in mind, what types of things you'd like to experience, when you're going to pass over, blah, 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 right? To all of these things. I wish to experience music. I wish to experience love. I wish to experience being a parent or a scientist or whatever, right? So you have a lot of this is already in you as soon as you incarnate and become physical. Now, if you wish to change some of this or explore what it might be, you can do this through meditation. You can do this through communication with others, not necessarily human, doesn't have to be human. We are not saying go to a psychologist. You can, but and talk it over with them. You can do it by talking to a tree. You can do it by talking to a stone, to an animal. You can do it through art, through music, through meditation, through speaking with your guides. There are so many ways, automatic writing, speaking to a medium, perhaps. You can, you're speaking to your guides, we believe is a good way to do it, very productive. Also, you can ask to have a dream about it, and see what messages you get through your dream. And as the one who spoke before us was talking about uh, perhaps writing down your synchronicities, that may be another way for you to discover. So we say there are a myriad of ways. Ask yourself which way would be best and see what answer you get.
Ah, that's very, very good. That's a good insight. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Go ahead, Christine.
Hello. Could you tell us what we're experiencing when we experience deja vu?
Oh, yes. There are a couple of reasons for deja vu. One is simply a desire to have this experience again. And there can be many reasons for that. The other is a shifting, a shifting of time. So perhaps you did not feel that a particular experience that you had fully mm, you did not fully get the lesson. And so you want to experience it again. Another reason for deja vu has to do with imprint. As you know, all energies leave imprints. This is how many times people think they're seeing a ghost or something like that, and what they're actually experiencing is they're tuning in on the imprint of energy that was at that particular point in time. We will, yes. We will talk here very briefly about the Alamo, because this one is familiar with the Alamo, where people go to San Antonio, where the Alamo is located, and they can experience all sorts of things, orbs, energies. They can see what they say are ghosts. They can, some have experienced whole battles when they go there, you see. And what they are experiencing is imprints that were left on that space. Generally, imprints strong enough to be perceived are connected to high emotions. Yes, vibrations that are very, very fast and very, very strong. So this can be another reason for experiencing deja vu, is that you have found yourself in a place where there is a strong imprint, and while it may not be the same place exactly that the deja vu is happened, there will be an association to it. You will have a psychological association. Does that help you?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, and thank you very much for those in-depth answers. I know that the imprinting, like whenever people see the statue of David, well, they're experiencing a million other people who also had an emotional experience to seeing that statue.
Yes,
And lots of people don't realize that our energy signatures get imbued with every object that we encounter.
correct.
And that's why, be careful when you're buying a car to ask your higher self, hey, is this going to be a good car for me? Because if you buy a car from somebody who hated that car, then those energies are going to be in there as well.
That is correct. And this is something also that was spoken about recently, that when this one had a child, her guides told her exactly what you're talking about. They told her, do not buy this child used items. Do not put used clothes upon this child, because you don't know what energy you might be putting onto her. So yes.
Excellent. Thank you. And I have another question. When you talked about the focus personality and how we change focus, how does DMT or ayahuasca help in that process of opening us up so we can ease out of our natural conscious state and more smoothly, I will say, flow into other ones?
This one is not familiar with the terms you are using.
How about mushrooms?
Ah, we have spoken very briefly about the use of drugs of different types, and we will say that they're not necessary.
Hmm.
Again, whether they help you or harm you is your choice according to your perception. But no state that can be achieved through a drug, mushrooms, LSD, psilocybin, whatever, uh, cannot be experienced without it. Again, it's what do you want to do? Some people like to do, like I said, let us take peyote, for example. Usually is not done alone. It's usually done in a group setting. And this is what the people are looking for, is the communion among the group, and they choose to do it in what they believe will elevate them. And we say to you, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Again, that's a choice that you make. But we will say that none of these things are necessary. All that is necessary is to shift your focus.
Excellent. And that goes with, what I was taught as well. The only real value in them is helping you experience what you can experience without them. So you know that you can reaffirm with yourself and have confidence, well, I can do this. But you don't need that permission slip, so to speak, in order to get that feeling.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else have a question? Look, oh, Gladstone wants to go one more time, please. He just can't get enough of you, Eve.
One more time. So this is back to the Alamo.
Yes.
I've been to Native American museums. I've been to African American museums. I've been through Egyptian museums. I could not go through the Alamo. After 4 or 5 minutes, it just irked me, I just left.
We suggest to you, and you will have to decide on yourself if what we say is true, but we suggest to you that you have a life during that time period and that it was very painful for you. And so when you go there, your associations come flooding in, and you did not find this to be pleasant.
Not in the least.
Yes.
And I'm sure I have Egyptian memories and things like that,
Yes.
Native American memories, nothing like the Alamo.
Then we will say to you, you will not like this, but we will say to you anyway, go again. Allow it. Allow yourself to feel it, even though it's uncomfortable. Because you see, whenever you encounter something that is so uncomfortable, that's a blockage, and it's a message that you need to explore this. You need to rid yourself of this block to improve your creations, to uh, open things up for you. Now, this may not be the lifetime or the life where you're going to accomplish this or want to accomplish it, but see it for what it is, that it's something, or you might be able to find an association that feels similar, that would be easier for you to work through. But it's a message. It's a message that there's something there, a block there that is hindering your growth. Yes?
I get that. I mean, I have memories of a life as the chief of the Nez Perce, and we were going up to, we were moving and going to Canada to get away from the Americans, and we never made it. And
Mm.
we were that close and never made it. So I have those kind of memories, but I'll have to revisit that spot. It's probably on my bucket list at the bottom.
Very good.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. If there are no other questions, we feel that we are complete. We would like to say that we feel very glad to be here. We appreciate all of you and your creations. And we thank you for giving us your time and your energy.
And thank you very much, Eve. It's been a delightful evening, and we have all learned and expanded quite a bit under your tutelage and your wisdom. Much love to you.
Thank you, and much love back.
Thank you.
Okay. It seems that even when I don't think she's going to have much to say, she does.
Well done,
Oh,
Yvonne.
thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Ah,
You exceeded all our expectations.
oh, well,
Not
thank
that they weren't high enough to begin with, but
Well,
but
I personally have really enjoyed this evening. I loved your talk, Arthur, and got a lot out of it, definitely. And I always do when I come here. I don't come as often as probably I should, but there's life.
yeah, 3D life gets in the way of our desires from time to time.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it's a balancing act. That's why we came here.
Right. That's right.
And I was going to ask one more question in regards to
Oh,
what Gladstone said, but I mean, it's just that if we have those, what we would term and determine as issues that we haven't addressed, then we're more than likely going to have to come back and close that energy loop
yep.
before we can move on out of the physical realm.
I would agree with that, wouldn't you,
Agree.
Cluxton? Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
So, and that's one of the things that's easier for us to do now in this time of higher vibration, not only of the planet, but of so many individuals on it, is we can actually heal a lot of those galactic lineages and our other counterparts, even if they're not human,
Right.
by tapping into those things. And usually if we get close to or we change our soul path and we fulfill it, then we can use this time to work on other aspects of our grander self, which is
Yes.
amazing. And there's never been an easier time to do that than what we're going through now with this transformation. Excellent.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm not speaking really for myself here, but I'm speaking for things that Eve has said. Uh, and she has said that it's never stagnant. There's always transformation. There's always shift. So when we talk about, well, this time is, a great shift. No, it's always a great shift. That's her opinion, and I think probably I agree with that, but
Yeah. And it's nice to know that, if we don't do something, another one of us will.
yeah, exactly.
So that's why I try to suck all of the best happenings and the most fun and joy out of all of my probable selves.
There
And
you go.
I'm hoarding them all in this particular time frame, and they can just experience everything that's left.
Or they can experience with you.
That's true. And yes, Gladstone, the replay will be up in a couple of days on our High Vibe Channeling YouTube page, and I also post them on our Facebook page as well. So please stop by anytime. Well done by all. Great questions tonight, and
Yeah.
great answers as well. Interesting perspectives. I learned a lot. Anybody
Oh,
else have anything else to add? Comments, questions?
I just wanted to say thank you, everyone. Thank you to both of you, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Yvonne.
you talk a lot about
thank you,
dreaming
Arthur.
and dream states and all of those things I sort of have been thinking about lately.
So many beautiful synchronicities tonight for both of us.
Excellent. I'm sure we will see you again at some point.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Perhaps in our
Of
dreams.
course.
All right, well, we're going to wrap up this session. We do have an open forum for whoever wants to stick around and talk about whatever is on your heart or your mind. And we will do that in just a couple of seconds.